Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a collection video and showcase of every LEGO Jurassic Park 30th anniversary set review. Today actually marks the exact date and anniversary for when the first film released 30 years ago, and LEGO decided to do this wave that launched on June the 1st of 2023 for all of these different moments and vehicles and characters and dinosaurs from that first film. So it's pretty exciting. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all these and then talk about them a bit at the end as a whole for the wave. We are looking at set number 76957. This is the Velociraptor Escape set, retailing for, wait for it, $39.99 USD or $49.99 Canadian. I really would love to have a sit down with LEGO and to have them explain to me how these 4+ sets are priced. I get that they've got some larger pieces here, but I would say this one doesn't have that many. So I'm a little stunned by that. That's not just a Jurassic tax on this set. It's a 4+ tax. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this thing. So they've 4+'d the Raptor paddock, and you can see here there's even a transfer feature. You'll see the play feature in a second, but obviously it's 4+. It's so simple, and before even taking a closer look, I think I can say this now, and I think everyone will agree, especially because it's the 30th anniversary. I just wish that this set was an actual Raptor paddock and we could have it be, a little bit more serious and not with just like a huge fence that just can open and close and I don't know. It's 4+. I don't think for an anniversary wave there should have been one. So let's start with the Raptor transfer, shall we? So it's not even it doesn't have a lock feature where, if you go up past a certain height, you have to completely remove it if you want to not have the door closed. But, obviously the plate feature works quite well there, but I'm going to remove it just so you could see here. Technically speaking, if you pose it a certain way, the Raptor can go through the entrance, but it's better to keep them locked up inside there, right? Anyways, these pieces, they are not exclusive to 4+. I think only the frame maybe, but even then, I think that's appeared in other things, of course, as well. Same with the bottom plate. You could also have, I guess, the Raptor break the wall if you hit it hard enough. Oh, that wall does not break. Don't do that. But yeah, that's why it's on these little jumpers there. And this wall is also able to be detached. I think that they should have included a hinge on that side so you could make it very long, like the actual Raptor paddock that we see in the film. I think that could have been better. But, it's sort of just an enclosure that they're trying to go for here. I think that for the price, maybe another wall or something, so you could have one wall there and then fold it there. So if you wanted to, you could open it up. But you do have a little voltage warning there, as well as a frog, which I've been saying this in all the reviews. The frogs are included in each of the sets because the designer said that just like the frogs are the building blocks for Jurassic Park, they're also the physical building bricks and blocks here for the Jurassic Park theme. Over here on this side, the Raptors have left a little present because, they're actually fed. And I guess that's a part of the enclosure. It doesn't necessarily seem like that, but you could lower this there for the Raptors to come and eat a turkey leg. No animal physically included, unfortunately. That probably would have been too dark for this set. But, this little mechanism works well. I just think that maybe it should have been in the front to actually drop it into. This side build here, you've actually got this little Jurassic Park symbol, which is really cool. You've also got this Velociraptor computer panel there, and then also this little box. And this here, you're meant to put the walkie-talkie on there. But that gave me an idea, which nowhere on the instructions does it mention this, but thought we'd try it. Why not? I'm going to try and make our own little paddock there. So technically, if you want to, rebuild it so that the computer panels are on the other side, pretend that's a giant window, sort of like in Jurassic World when they're observing all the different animals, but that doesn't look too bad. Like, look at this. It's kind of saving the set for me a little bit. I kind of like the way that looks. I just wish that it could all connect, like I said before, and that was actually on the inside of the paddock. Here is the little Jeep included, and it's not necessarily 4 Plus. Like, it looks like something that could be from City. Like, none of the wheels or anything are specifically 4 Plus. You've got a hot dog in the back, I guess, to feed the Velociraptor. And yeah, you could sit a figure inside there and drive on off. But the color scheme is, of course, in the same color scheme as the Ford Explorer. So I like that. For a 4 Plus set, them making up their own little cutesy vehicle. Also included is this little bit here of a raptor egg hatching, and you could just throw that inside the paddock if you wanted to. So almost every dinosaur in this wave of sets has paper bags this time. So here is the one for the Raptor. And here is the Jurassic Park 30th Anniversary Velociraptor. This is the same one that appears in the Visitor Center set, and it's cool. I like the design of this, the color scheme and all that, the different patches that you've got going on the face, the eyes there, very creepy. And of course, the legs can all be moved up and down, as well as the little hands. Also, the mouth can open up there, you can see, and you can sort of pose it halfway if you wanted to. Here's Dr. Ellie Sattler, technically an exclusive figure for this set. You might be thinking, well, the outfit, the torso, and the legs, those are in other sets. Yes, it is, but the face is actually not been used for her before. So that's kind of interesting there with that big smile. She's also got her hair down. So it's kind of combining two looks, I guess. But yeah, she's got this smile there and then this smirk on the other side there. Here is Robert Muldoon, and this is obviously the biggest draw for this set, besides getting 2 raptors so you can have the 2 from the end of the film. But the fact that he's here, sort of, you know, it kind of could recreate that scene where he dies of the clever gill. Like, it's pretty crazy that he's here with the raptors and everything, but he has to be, right? Him and the raptors, you think of them together, so it's perfect. But I really like the torso there with his badge, his vest that he's got on there, the trank gun, the leg printing there. It'd be nice to have dual molded legs, same for Ellie, but the back of the torso there you could see, as well as no second head print. But yeah, I think his face, they did a great job capturing his likeness. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the 4 Plus Raptor Escape set. Is it the best set of the wave? No, it's absolutely the worst one. And it comes down to it being 4 Plus. Like, if that location for this price of a set as well, if it was, you know, actually detailed, it would have been really cool to get. Maybe even some of the workers with, like, the construction worker hats with the Jurassic Park symbol on it would be so cool as well. But it's fine. Also, Ellie's in like nearly every set this wave. It's pretty crazy that she's also here, but awesome to have a Robert Muldoon figure for the very, very first time. He's actually the only new character across the wave of sets. I guess Henry Wu never had a young version of him. This is the Dilophosaurus Ambush set number 76958, retailing for $19.99 USD or $24.99 Canadian. That is a phenomenal price for this set. Like, I don't think there's a Jurassic tax on this. That's the term I've been throwing around for, like, dinosaurs raising up the price. It's pretty good. It's a really dark scene, and you also get a lot in here license-wise. It's very, very impressive. So let's go ahead. Let's take a closer look at this set. Here's the Jeep Wrangler, and this design for this is a little bit different. It actually has a canopy here, and the design of that is a little different. It also has some headlights there. This is just an incredible vehicle. Like, this is one that people have been wanting for so long. Obviously, we wanted both the vehicles. We got the one last year, and now this one is the one that we were really wanting, and we got 2 in one wave. This one, though, not only is it different with the canopy, but it has an incredible, like, a genuinely amazing mud effect here. So a couple of different tiles and things are all muddy. You could see the front there with the sort of license plate. It's not a license plate, but you could see it there with the number 12. Got a little bit of mud. Also, this piece there is muddy, unlike the other side. You can see these slopes there. It's got some mud, that tile, and even just some of the siding. Like, look on the other side there. You can see that but even the undercarriage a little bit there. I don't know if you could see that. Got a spare tire there in the back. But my absolute favorite thing about this set is this here. You might be wondering, well, what are those? Those are actually some footprints. That's of Dennis Nedry's footprints getting into the vehicle on the one side there, because it's all muddy. He gets back in. And then on the other side, oh, by the way, you can see a little bit of mud there. But on the other side, there's one footprint there of the Dilophosaurus stepping inside. That is so cool that they included that. You could see some more mud streaks and different things there on the side as well. Also, you can remove the top, of course, and in the back, if you wanted to, you can put the Barbasol can there if you want to put there. Also, obviously, there's a spot for Dennis to sit inside there, and the Dilophosaurus, unfortunately, cannot fit inside. The best you can do is like prop it up there from the window, just to show you it from like this side. The height is almost there, but its little arms, I think, get in the way. So you couldn't, I guess you could put the head through, but yeah, that's it for this. However, I just want to say one thing here. It's a little bit of a complaint. Probably the only thing I'm going to say negative about this. There's no winch for this. It would have been cool if, again, I think that it would have been better, to be honest, if this was a little more expensive. It had the winch, so you could tie it around a tree, a part of this build you're going to see here. So here it is. I like that this is included. They honestly didn't even have to include this, but I think the fact that they've got like the sign there with the e-stock, the map, and even the sign that can spin just like in the film, I think is really, really cool. It's also easy to remove because, of course, the idea is, right, when he's driving, that he knocks it over and then he puts it back up, and that's when the sign is broken, right? So that's cool that they thought of that. They put that in there. Also, with those branches, I'd just like to point out there that it's at the perfect height for the Dilophosaurus to go on through. Like, the set is so dark. Like, the fact that they included that is beyond me. But you could see down below, it's all muddy there. You've also got some leaves. Also, the Barbasol can be put there, and we'll look at it closer in a second. But there is a frog in white, and every Jurassic Park set has a frog in it, because the designers said that just like in the film, the frogs are the building block of Jurassic Park. They're also the building blocks for this theme. Here's the Dilophosaurus. Brand new for this set. I really love the dark green with the olive, as well as the printing and everything there on the face. The mouth can actually be opened up there, and you can see a little bit of the teeth in tan. You can pose it halfway. It's not the easiest, but it's just the slightest movement, it'll lock. Also, you've got a stud there on the top. And is the only dinosaur in all of the sets to not come in any protective packaging, which means that it doesn't get any of the new paper bags. So here is Dennis Nedry, and he is exclusive to this set, especially this version. He's all covered in rain. I guess that could also be sweat if you wanted to on his face, but that expression looks great. The torso looks great as well, with the rain jacket and his shirt and his badge coming through there. You can see the back, just the different details there with the hood. Also included, and you saw it a little bit before, but in his hand is actually the Barbasol can, and that's crazy. Like, the fact that Lego got the license. There's no printing on the back there, but they got the license for that. They have the license already for Jurassic, obviously. They've also went and got the license for the Jeep Wrangler in the set. 3 licensed brands in one set for $20. Crazy. Also, you've got a print there for the top of the can as well. Also, here's what the second head looks like. It's the one with the Dilophosaurus spit on it. It's pretty crazy. Like, he's got his eye closed because it got in his eye, and look at his tongue sticking out. Wow. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Dilophosaurus Ambush set. It's pretty dark, pretty crazy for the price as well that you're paying, and the 3 licenses, like I said, great figure, great dinosaur, iconic vehicle, iconic scene, just all around an incredible set. This is set number 76959, the Triceratops Research set, retailing for $49.99 USD or $64.99 Canadian. And with this set, I like that you can get the Ford Explorer here. I think that's really great on its own. If you just want one of them instead of getting the ones from last year from the diorama set, you could get this one on its own. You're getting the Triceratops as well as some great figures and something really unexpected there in the back. But let's go ahead. Let's take a closer look at this thing. All right, so here is the 2023 Jurassic Park Ford Explorer. The reason I'm saying 2023 is because technically we got one last year, and you'll see the comparison here in a second. But this looks really good. Again, it's such an iconic vehicle. The fact that it isn't a cheaper set, unlike the one from last year, which was this huge diorama and everything. If you ever just wanted one car, yes, it's a pretty expensive set, especially because of the Triceratops bringing up the price, but this is pretty good. Like, it's pretty crazy that this set, this vehicle, this is something that we have been wanting for I don't know how long. We finally got last year, and then Lego's like, well, here's another one. I love that a lot. Anyways, the top part here is removable. You can remove the top, and I really like the lights and everything there on the top. But on the inside, you do have a little map if it focuses in. And I think that's meant to be like where they are on the island there. And yeah, I think that's a really cool sticker. You've got a couple of different seats there. No drivers are included, so you just sort of, I guess, have to pretend that the figures included in the set are the ones driving the car. But yeah, they can attach to each of the different studs, and you can fit up to 4 figures there. That's pretty great. You've also got a spot in the back to put, I guess you could, what's included in the set is just a shovel, so you could throw that in the back there. But the rest of it, you've got some stickers there on the side, which look great with the Jurassic Park logo there to the left, and then the words. You've got it being number 4 for the Ford Explorer, as well as on the back you could see the Ford symbol and Explorer. You've got a little license plate there, and again, same sort of thing. Same stickers from the other side, just on the other side there, reflected. And then there, you've got the Jurassic Park symbol on the front, but no stickers there in the front. I like the front build for the lights. But this is last year's, and they are so similar. Like, again, we just did the video talking about it yesterday with the Batcave and the Batmobile that we're getting in the summer and how similar they are. This is pretty close. There's a few differences here. So no windshield wipers on the new one. The light build there in the front is a little bit different on the right. So that's kind of, I'm trying to see which one I like better. I think the build for this one was more interesting, using those parts and like putting them on top of each other. But in terms of like the rest of it, there's a couple of things here, like there's a pole going across there. No pole, unless I forgot to put it last year. Maybe that's the case. Let's remove that, shall we, just to see the rest. Again, some parts there are a little bit different, just to show you. Like, you've got angular parts there, just plates there. You've got like actual studs in the back to put stuff. Also, the seats are medium nougat on the right, but they're tan on the left. Even some of the little plates there. But basically, I guess the skeleton of this is very similar. The lights there, you've got a stud exposed, no stud there. So they're very, very close in design. Also, you got some water there, of course, because of the vibration. So that's probably pretty important. But I just want to point one thing out that's really cool about this as well. You might have noticed one other difference that I didn't mention. Oh, also all those parts there. That's interesting that it's a brick instead of all those parts that are flat. But one other thing is, this is car number 5. This is car number 4. Car number 4 in the set that appears in is actually flipped over and in the mud, so you don't get a complete version of that. Now you do have 2 of them. So I think that's really cool, that whether or not that was intentional, not making this one number 5, paying attention to that. Maybe they could have made this 3 or something, but 2 or 1. But the fact that it is the one that's like half in the mud, that's really cool. All right, so most of the dinosaurs actually come in paper bags, which is pretty cool since Lego's supposed to be rolling these out for everything soon. But yeah, I'm surprised to see this happen. So here's the Triceratops, and this is a brand new one for the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary sets. I think it looks great with all of the prints there. That looks so cool with all of the different textures and all that they've got going on, as well as like the legs are also a little bit different there too. I think that looks pretty great. You've got a bigger leg there, by the way, a smaller leg there. So all four legs are completely different in terms of you know, I guess the prints and everything, their locations, because they're not the same pieces. That's pretty cool. And you've got a couple studs there on the top, as well as the head is able to actually turn all the way around if you wanted to, but you could also lower it and raise it there. And I'm just trying to see here. This is always a problem when I'm reviewing a Jurassic Park set. I try to see if the pattern is the exact same on each side. I think it is. Yeah, you could even see the specs and everything there on the top, but that's fine. You know, I get it. They don't need to change it up, but let me just see here. You know, posability wise, there's a lot you could do if you want to have it lying down, because it's obviously sick right in the scene, so you can lower it and have it lie down like that. Huge pile of poop. It's crazy that this is in a Lego set. Like, I never ever would have thought that it would be in a set, and the size of this as well. In comparison, it's pretty crazy. Probably it should be bigger from the film, but still. Anyways, what's great about each of the sets is they all feature a frog, and the reasoning behind that is because just like the frogs are the building blocks of Jurassic Park, they're also a part of the builds for each of these sets. And the reason that's removable is because on the inside, you've got one of the berries that are making the Triceratops sick. So that's pretty cool that they included that, and they're telling a bit of the story. Here's Dr. Ian Malcolm, and it's pretty crazy to think about how many figures we've gotten for him since first appearing in that Bricktober pack. I'm glad that people are able to get him. The shirt there being open, you can see a bit of the necklace there. He's also got a shovel. Also, the face looks really great. I love the expression they've captured here for him, but not as great as this other expression there. Like, look at that. That's Jeff Goldblum. They did such a good job, I think, with him. And you can see the back torso printing there too. And here's Dr. Ellie Sattler, and her torso is actually a little bit exclusive. It's got, well, I thought it was mud, but then I was thinking more about it. I'm not sure if it is, if you catch my drift, but yeah, the torso, it's cool to have this variant, I guess, included in the set. Makes it a little more exclusive. The legs, however, are not new. Those are used for all of the Ellie Sattlers across all the different sets, but the hairpiece here is Barbara Gordon's in light yellow. That's pretty cool to be getting, as well as the face. Nothing new there for her. She's got this scared expression there on the back. You can see the back torso printing there too. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Triceratops Discovery set. I think that for what you're getting in here, it's a great set if you don't look at the price, because Jurassic Park and World sets are pretty expensive. This is the Brachiosaurus Discovery set number 76960, retailing for $79.99 USD or $99.99 Canadian, and it is such an iconic moment from the film, and it's the first time, you know, that we actually see the dinosaurs and everything. So the fact that this is embodied, encapsulated in a set with one really sought after minifigure, a dinosaur we've never gotten before, a vehicle we've never gotten before, the tree lets you recreate multiple moments, and it's just, I love this set. So let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at this thing. I thought that we should start with the Jeep Wrangler, since, you know, that's how the scene starts, right? They drive on up in the Jeep, and it looks great. I think they've done an incredible job. This is such an important vehicle to get, and I'm so happy that after all these years, we have it. Like, that's so great. And it drives very, very smoothly, obviously. And, you know, I think a lot of people, including myself, wanted a Speed Champions version of this, but I think the detailing of this, maybe there's not as crazy building techniques as Speed Champions, but I still think that this is an excellent model. So here on the side, you do have a sticker on that 2x6 tile, and it has the number 18. I think that's the number of this car, as well as the Jurassic Park symbol there. You've got this little license plate as well in the front. I like the front grille, and also up above you've got the JP18 there as well. I like all the lights and everything there in the front. Here, same exact thing, just reflected obviously, and you've also got a spare tire there on the back. The top part here of the car, I like the front windshield and everything there, that piece being used, but the canopy here as well, I think the build that they've created for that is pretty good too. You can move it back or completely remove it if you want, but I did that to show you what it would look like with all the figures inside. You could see all of the different seats there. And now I've put all 3 figures inside. So yeah, it can hold up to 3. And that's what it looks like with the canopy back down there. I guess it's more of a frame for a canopy, right? So most of the dinosaurs in this wave actually come in paper bags this time, which is pretty cool. So I just thought I'd show you the unboxing for this here. This is the giant piece for the Brachiosaurus. And then this has 2 sections. All right, so I've built it all up, and I gotta say, I really, really like this thing. I know that some people wanted posable legs, but I get why it's just one piece there. I think that stability-wise, it's still strong enough. I've seen some people say, well, can it, like, lean back to eat? And it still can. I just don't think that it'll work if you have... Oh, will it? It'll be tough. No, I think the neck has to be fully bent back, but it doesn't matter for the size of the tree that we've got inside here. But the neck, that's as low as it can actually bend, so it can bend quite enough there, I think, personally. The head can actually turn 360 and everything, spin there, but you could also open the mouth. It's not too big of a mouth opening, but you could move it a little bit more, but the jaw is technically detached right now, so I wouldn't necessarily do that. It's like a shocked expression there, but yeah, I really like the look of this thing. Looking at it here from the front, here's what it looks like on the other side there, and the design on the neck of this is really cool. Like looking at it there, the pattern for that even comes on down here onto the body. And again, like you saw before from opening it, but also like I said, it's one giant piece there, which this is what the feet little stud connectors look like. That's what the other side looks like. And then the tail can also just turn. It can't bend up and down or anything like that. It's just spinning it that way. So, but that is our first ever Brachiosaurus, which I'm sure we'll get other colors for in future years. So here is the tree build included, and you can sort of have a couple different moments. We'll go through and talk about that, especially if you have some of the other sets for the other figures and characters that could also be here. But the tree, in the pictures and the renders from the product images, even just looking at it here through the camera lens, I don't think that it picks up very well just the shaping of this, the uniqueness of like the branches, and they're all sort of, you can angle them different ways, and they're all built... well, the actual, I guess, leaves are built all pretty much the same way, but how they're positioned and how you can move the branches and spin the leaves and different things like that. There's a lot going on here for this. But before we take a closer look, let me just show you here with the Brachiosaurus height-wise here, just to give you a bit of an idea. So if you open up the mouth, you can even have the Brachiosaurus eating from the top of the tree. That's really, really cool that they, built this, obviously, to have the height of this match the Brachiosaurus. I think that's perfect. Starting down below here on the bottom, you've got this really cool little info thing with the Brachiosaurus there, also like where it's located on the island. It says no feeding, no flash photography, and no yelling at them. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, the ground here, it's all muddy, obviously, from that scene from when they fall off after they try and escape the T-Rex, right? So you could see here, though, that they are realizing that's some of the eggshells there. So that's because they have repopulated outside of the labs and everything. So that's cool that you can discover that there. Also, just for fun here, I'm just going to show you what the... you can actually perfectly put the Ford Explorer right there. Like, lean it right on up onto the tree. That's really cool that you could have it like that. I wouldn't risk putting this in the branches. I don't think it can handle that. That's from one of the other sets that we'll look at here on the channel. But anyways, back to this. The side here, I like all the moss and everything growing, as well as in each of the sets, there are actually little frogs included because, of course, they're the building blocks of Jurassic Park. They're the building blocks here of these sets. So that's really cool that the coral one there is on the side. This is what it looks like here on the back. Nothing too much going on there. But this is what I really, really like about this, is this little platform that they've got. And the idea is that after Alan and the kids, of course, escape and go up the tree to spend the night, they can feed the Brachiosaurus there. So you got a little leaf to actually hold out in your hand. And if you want, you can bend the neck down and it lines up perfectly there to eat the leaves that they hand feed them. Like, that's so cool that they have, included this little platform for that. So just borrowing the figures from the other sets, the platform is big enough to fit Alan and all three kids, and you could still, look at that, feed the dinosaur. And here you go, just to show you from up above. Again, it doesn't look like much, but trust me, when you're building it, and if you ever get the chance to see this thing in person, just looking at it like this is, I think, so much better than through different stills and pictures. Here is John Hammond, who has never appeared in a retail set. Like, it was only in the huge door set. So the fact that finally this iconic and important welcome to Jurassic Park, like this, having him here in minifigure form is just great for people in this cheap way. However, the old version, the one that appeared in the gate, had dual molded arms there, the sleeves. Looks so much better. I don't know why they didn't do that, since those parts already exist. It's not like they'd have to recolor them. So that's kind of disappointing, if I'm being honest here. I look at this, I'm like, what? It's weird to have them with the long sleeves. But regardless, the staff color is actually fixed. That's much more accurate. Maybe it should be white. It's like a birch tree. But still, that's fine. That works perfectly great. I love the torso printing. It looks great. The pockets and everything there. The face, I've got a little bit of like a scuff there on the white part of the beard. That happened with another figure recently too, but the back torso looks pretty cool too. And removing the hat there's no second expression since the hat couldn't cover it. Here is Dr. Alan Grant, and this is the only way to get a normal version of him. And what I mean by that is the one from last year, he was all covered in rain. And then in another set, he's all muddy. And this one here, this is the regular Jurassic Park traumatization, I guess, but he's got the little raptor claw there in his hand, and the face, I think, looks quite good for him there. There's no second expression, just like John Hammond, but you could see the back torso printing there as well with all the wrinkles. And here is Dr. Ellie Sattler. She comes in a couple of the different sets, but this version here, I think, only comes in one other one, specifically with this torso, because there's a muddied version in another set. But yeah, I love the coral. It works so well, I think, for the outfit that she's got in the film. The pants, the legs there, that's used for all of the different versions of her. But the hair, Barbara Gordon's hair here in blonde is pretty great to get. Also, if I remove that there, you can see the face on the front, and she's got this shocked expression, which is perfect for this moment. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Brachiosaurus Discovery set. Overall, I think that it's just really, really great. I think that the price, some people have a hard time with, but it's a huge... First of all, Jurassic Park sets are already overpriced because of all the dinosaur molds, but you are getting a ton of new pieces here with that. I think you're getting the iconic car. You're getting all these moments in this scene, like the most iconic. With, like, I look at this set and I hear the music. I hear it starting to play. I think of all those lines from the start of it, and I get goosebumps. Like, it's just so many important moments, I think, all wrapped into one, and I think that's so great. Minifigure wise, I love the shocked expression for Ellie that's using Phoebe's face from Friends. But I think that it would have been cool to get something exclusive for Alan here, maybe even with sunglasses or something like that. But John Hammond here is really great to get. I'm glad everyone's going to be able to get him now in a cheaper set. This is the Visitor Center T-Rex and Raptor Attack, set number 76961, retailing for $129.99 USD or $169.99 Canadian. This is a set and a location that we have been wanting for I don't know how long. Probably since we found out we could get Jurassic Park sets when they did one singular set back for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And ever since then, you know, this is the location. This is the building. This is it. This is what we've been wanting. And I think in some ways I'm like, yes, this is great. And in other ways, I'm disappointed, and I know that sentiment is shared with a lot of people as well, especially the size of the building, and I think the price for the size of the building is not helping things. But let's go ahead and let's take a closer look at probably the most sought after set that we've been asking for. So here it is, the visitor center on its own, and I think that I wish it was bigger, because the steps going up, it would have been great to get more steps. And I think that the fact that it's just 2 and then you're there, I don't know. It's just a missed opportunity, I think. And I don't know when the next time is, 35th-year anniversary, that they'll circle back around to this. But I'll just show you a quick, spin around here, 360, since we never saw this picture on Shop at Home without it being covered up by some of the dinosaurs. So, yeah, let's go through here. So here's the front entrance, and I think that these stickers look really, really cool. They're very detailed. I love the fossils and all that. Also, the archway there I think looks really nice. One of the downsides of, again, it being only 2 steps is there's this really cool water feature, and it's only got 1 level of it. It would have been cool to see how LEGO could tackle that sort of waterfall flowing feature down the steps to the left and the right of it. But over here, this is what the left side looks like. I really love all the little flowers growing there, as well as these parts being used for the decorations around the windows look great. You also got this little, I guess, balcony part up here, and there is a little bit of a spot for you to put a minifigure up there. And here's what the other side looks like. I think that it's the exact same flower design and everything as well, just reflected here on the other side. Before we step in, I just want to admire the roof. I think that the way that they've done the roof is quite cool with all of these parts and everything there. I don't think it looks the best from the other side. With like these hanging over here. I don't know about that, but at least from the front, I think it looks pretty cool. But let's now go on inside. First thing you may notice here is this giant banner. And I think that, the fact that they've included this iconic banner, it's like one of the final shots, of the film, is really great with the dinosaur and everything here. It actually has a play feature. What you do is you can maybe see there, I'll show you it better in a second, but all you do is you push forward and it'll drop out the one side of the banner. And then, of course, it's so easy to remove them from the little spots there, because you could take the banner and just sort of have it on there. I still think that's really cool. You could put it like in the teeth if you wanted to. I don't know, different things. But the fact that they have the banner here included, maybe it's the angle that I've got the T-Rex on, and you could put it there. Probably bend it too. I don't know if I want to do that for mine, but so here's that play feature. By the way, you just push forward. The inside of the main entrance, it's pretty empty. You've got a couple of plants there to the left and the right, as well as you could see these really great looking artwork there that you see all throughout the visitor center. But that looks really cool. These are actually dinosaurs we've never got before, so hopefully that's a reference to and a little tease that we could be getting some more. And then of course the raptor there on the other side looks really cool, that design. I thought, let's go in order of the actual movies events, right? So we've got this really cool lab section. I really love this build. That's so cool. They're studying the amber there. You could see one of the amber 1x1 bricks there with the mosquito in it, as well as a little lamp on the desk. This computer build with an egg hatching looks great. Just to remove this here to show you the design of that, I think that's pretty cool. I really like it. And you've got the giant CPU there and a keyboard, as well as in the back, probably one of my favorite things in the set is Mr. DNA. And I love that they've included him here on that piece, I think, is a lot of fun to have a sticker of him with the little Lego hands. And you can see the artwork there in behind as well. Looks really great. You've also got this little egg incubator with this claw that's meant to, like, imagine you just go on down and rotate the eggs. That's the bucket handle piece, and it's far too wide to grab anything there. The egg would just fall on down, but let me just put that on back there, and you can close the incubation device on up there. Here's the dining hall. You've got some little pot lights up there, as well as on the ceiling, a fan. That's pretty cool that they included that, as well as in the back, you could see the Raptor there. All right, let me just try and see here. You can't, oh, you get a shadow. That's pretty cool, but it's clearly not at all the exact same size because this Raptor is so big. But anyways, we've got in the front here, we've got this little section at the table, and you know, you gotta come up with like a mold for them to sit besides the really cool build that we've gotten for Rivendell. But I think that we need to have a way to have our little vertically challenged figures to sit down. But I love the tablecloths. The designs for that is really great. He's got a whole platter of like a bunch of different treats. Also the Jello there. Obviously can't make it vibrate, but that's pretty cool. And in the back there, you've got some candles, some ice cream, again, some different treats, and then this cake, which the frog piece is in each of the Jurassic Park sets, and this is where it is here included. Also, there's this little flower vase and pot there in the corner. Also, something that's included is the T-Rex fossils here, and it's completely brick built. We've had an actual version that would be to scale from Jurassic World, I think it was 2 waves ago, summer-wise or spring-wise, and yeah, it's just not as good. I do like the brick-built head. I think that looks, honestly, that's pretty cool how they've done that. The jaw can't actually open and close there, but even the front of the nose, that well done there, but scale-wise and size-wise, it just doesn't really make any sense if you look at it like this here. Like, this is them next to each other, and I have, like, that's it. Sort of standing in the same pose, I'd have to bend it lower to get in frame. Like, that's how big. You'll see it in a second, but I don't know, it's fine. I guess it's an important part of the final scene and everything there, and in the front you do have this little T-Rex sticker there as well, but not one of my favorite parts of this set. Something really interesting about most of the sets is that all the dinosaurs are coming in the paper bags here. I guess this is the first set to roll these out, but yeah, you just tear it there and you can pour out the different sections, and so it's just like the other dinosaur bags from before. Yeah, paper. Here's the brand new T-Rex included for this set. I believe all the prints and everything here are new, and it looks great. Like, all the scratches and all that. You know, this is the most iconic dinosaur, I would say, throughout them all, because of the ending and just the first film. I think it looks great, like just looking up here in the front of the eyes and all the pattern there, like at the front of the mouth. That's incredible. And this is what the other side looks like there, and you saw obviously how many parts. Bunch of different parts here, but you can open the mouth, you can sort of pose it halfway through or completely open it up, and you should be able to actually take one of the minifigures and fit it inside of the T-Rex's mouth there if you wanted to do that and change the story up a bit. You can have one leg even standing up there. Also, the tail spins around 360, and same with the head all the way around there too. So here is the Velociraptor, and what's cool about this is if you get the whole wave, and specifically the smallest and largest set, you get two raptors, which play a part in the final battle. So that's really cool, but they're both the same. I really like the design for this that they've created. The eyes there are obviously very, very creepy, and they look great, as well as the jaw can open up there. You could even sort of pose it halfway there open, as well as you've got a couple spots there on the back if you want to attach a figure. The head can rotate all the way around, and the little arms can go up and down, as well as the feet there. You can have it jumping and different things, but that's the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary Velociraptor. Here is Dr. Alan Grant, and this is a new version for him. He's got a shirt there that will appear clean in another set, but it's all dirty and muddy because it's from the end of the film. I think that's very fun that they decided to do that. The hairpiece there, I think it works for him, honestly. I don't think that's too bad. The messy hair there for him, as well as you could see his smile there. The face, I think, looks great. He doesn't have a second head because of when he's wearing his hat. You wouldn't be able to cover that up, but they should be using the Indiana Jones piece, honestly. That was just introduced, but that's what the back torso printing looks like. Here is Dr. Ellie Sattler, and she's actually the character that appears in most of the sets. But what's great about her is she's got a brand new exclusive outfit for this set. Just like Alan, this is all muddy and dirty. The dried dirt and mud looks great. The legs are used throughout all the sets. Same here with this face. But the hair, having it down, that's a little different here for this set or this version. It's not in each of them, but there's what her back scared expression looks like and the back torso printing. Here is Tim Murphy, and he looks really great here in, again, a dried, muddy outfit. The fact that his outfit there is all these different browns and everything, I think that's so fun that they included that. Like, it's so unnecessary. I really just so cool. But the hair and everything there, Emmett's hair in that color is pretty cool to get. Also, if I remove the hair there, you could see his smile, and on the back he's got this scared, concerned expression, and that's what the back torso printing looks like for him. Here's Lex Murphy, again, another dried mud outfit for her. Instead of like the purple shirt that we've got before, it's all muddy. Really fun. I like the hairpiece here as well in this color. Looks so much better, I think, for her than what we've gotten before. And removing that, you could see this concerned expression and that pattern there all muddy as well. Here is Dr. Henry Wu, and this is a great figure for him. We've never gotten him from Jurassic Park before, so I really like his outfit that he's got on. Also, this is the first time that he's able to use the new skin color as well. I think he looks great there, and I like the smile that he's got, and removing the hair there, you get a better look at the face, and on the back, that looks a lot like him there, I think, but the back torso as well has some printing and wrinkles. And here is Mr. Ray Arnold, and this is a great figure here. The fact that, you know, no longer exclusive to that door, but it's a fun variant. He's got his tie around his neck there, as well as you can see a bit of his chest showing through. I like the back torso there, all the wrinkles and everything there. The face expression is awesome. Removing the hair, you could see his face there, and on the other side, this concerned or scared expression. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the Visitor Center T-Rex and Raptor attack set. I don't know. I look at it this way, right? This is what we've been asking for a really long time. We've been asking for a large version as well, and that was probably a big part of that. But instead, they've decided to make a playset for kids. I think that it gets the job done, for sure. You've got the lap. You've got the little, spot, even pretend if the park open to have guests eating. I think that's fun. The two dinosaurs included, the figures here too, are all really, really great. It's just the price. I know that a lot of people have a big problem with that, but that's just typical for Jurassic Park. To me, I think the bigger issue is this could have been better. This could have been bigger and better, and could have had more rooms and things from the visitor center that I think would have been really appreciated for this momentous anniversary. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of the 30th anniversary Jurassic Park sets. I just love the fact that LEGO went ahead and decided to do a whole way's worth off of the first movie. It's so beloved, and I think that these sets do such a good job of capturing all of the iconic dinosaurs and characters and vehicles for the first time as well that we've been waiting to get. Now, obviously, I know that there's some sets that people are a little bit disappointed by because I think they've had so many years to build it up in their heads for what it potentially could be. But overall, I think it's pretty good. I just wish the 4+ set just didn't exist, and maybe they could have made the visitor center a little bigger and a little bit more of a collectible set instead of a play set that's not as detailed as it probably could have and definitely should have been. I think minifigure wise, they did a really great job though. Just having all these different variations across the sets was so unnecessary, and the vehicles are perfect. And I think that the dinosaurs are pretty exciting. I know some people you either hate or love the Brachiosaurus, but I'm in the boat of liking it and loving it. So be sure to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss out on future LEGO Jurassic Park set news and reviews. If you want, I've got a video talking about what other sets I'd like to see LEGO do in the future, so I'll link that at the end here. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.